Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy from D20 Adventure Realm. If you want to check out some really cool RPG videos, hit like, subscribe, maybe comment, see which ones you like, and that way we can give you more of that. Thanks.
Hey everybody, my name is Frankie Stefano with One Up to Nerd. You are watching Tabletop Takeovers in a little show we like to call Riffing Rifters, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've recorded an episode of City of Mist. This is the game we're playing tonight. But we're really excited to be back at the table, rolling the dice, and in this sort of campaign of truth that our players have embarked on. So before we get started, a couple things. I'd like to introduce Dave. Dave is new to the table.
Yay.
And
Welcome,
we're going to find an interesting way to bring him into the story. But then after that, let's go. You know what, Dave, start with you. Tell us about introduce your character.
Sure.
And all that stuff.
All right, my character is Mr. Taylor. He's a science high school teacher, and but his mythos is the big bad wolf / werewolf. So yeah, he'll be an interesting character to play.
Cool.
Mr.
Right.
Taylor.
My character's name is Chloe Neptune. She is a private investigator, and her mythos is Jean Grey.
My name is Jeremy from D20 Adventure Realm. I play Danica Obel. Her day job is mortician, and her mythos is the river Styx.
I'm John Beckler. I'm playing J.R. Wild, and he is a professional poker player all day, and then he's Hiro Nakamura when he just wants to stop time.
Hiro Nakamura is his mythos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just want to
Sorry.
make that clear.
Crystal.
And I'm Jordan Swanson. My character's name is Rhett Lancer, PI by day. His mythos is Gambit.
Okay, so in our last session, we've done quite a bit to now be in or what's led to us being at the third story of the library. We've ran into two sort of miscreants, one by the name of Garrick and one by the name of Rocky. We encountered them outside, okay, and they're sort of making their way in. Garrick's inside on the third story. Chloe Neptune here is on the third story also, hidden, right?
Yep.
At the third story sort of entrance, I guess, there's a stairwell, and our infamous librarian Gretchen McCafferty, she's sort of standing.
That old bag.
That old bag. You don't want to mess with her though. As Chloe has found out, she's sort of standing at the top of the staircase, looking down at we have Rhett, JR, and Danica. And sort of this interesting turn of events that have unfolded. Gretchen and Danica sort of exchanged words. Danica has given her staff back to Gretchen, and she's asked Gretchen how she can help, because up until now they've been kind of butting heads. Yeah, they've been combatants, and so I think that's sort of all the backstory we need up until now. Mm-hmm. Before we jump back into the story, though, and I like to do this before each session, and I like to kind of like maybe ask a group a question or all our characters a question. There's usually some form of monologue that takes place. Usually it happens before like a whole session, like like a 4-hour session. But for the purpose of the show, we can have these sort of micro questions to answer. And I want to direct it this time to John and his character J.R. Wild. And that question is sort of like, tell us about the time, the JR's awakening. Tell us about the time, the first time he's experienced his abilities or his mythos. I think that's something you'd all like to know.
Okay. So I have a little story about this. So my days and nights are lonely, but winning's easy. I make every effort to win fairly, but the urge I can't resist. It wasn't always this way. When the rift came, it came during a poker game where I felt where it turned into a dream. Everything froze. It gave me an opportunity to kind of stand up and figure out how I was going to win this game. Again, I thought I was in a dream, but the cash became real. Now having this ability, the only good I can do is helping people with this ability and changing the game. It can only bring the satisfaction to myself.
Okay.
Nice.
You gotta know when.
Okay.
It wasn't as good as Danica's, but you know. I was ready to leave after your speech or your monologue. I was like, let's go.
All right. So,
Set up sub 1. At least, yeah.
Garrick Mahoney stands on the inside of the 3rd-story window down the library. Peers around. He doesn't see anybody, but he sees his target. He sees a book, a small. It's not doesn't have a big binder. It doesn't have a lot of a special. There's nothing special looking about it, right? But he sees the book. He walks over to it. He stands above it, and he starts to He starts to say this incantation, Recomatextafa, and there's this golden sheen on the book that kind of like turns red, turns purple, turns green, turns blue, and then the colors kind of go back, and then it fades away, and the book just starts. It just looks brown. It looks like any other book, and he picks up the book.
I'm seeing this too.
At this point, I want to go to Chloe. You see him pick up the book.
Do I see the
Suits of armor.
the suits of armor move or even look at him
So he picks up the book, and the suits of armor do not move
or burn his hands?
or burn his hands.
And I'm like in there in shock. I'm like, this can't be good. I'm also hearing the commotion outside by the stairwells, like as well, right? So
You can see Gretchen,
okay,
and she
at
is
the top of the stairs. I see her back, right?
You see her back. She's looking down. She's looking down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not too worried about Gretchen because she's at least not facing me, but I remember seeing these shady figures outside, and I recognize it as one of the shady figures, right? So I'm gonna.
No, if I remember correctly, you were inside the whole time, but J.R. Wild did. You guys had a text conversation. You guys were texting each other.
Our communication.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I know of
same
a
difference, 6 in one hand, but yeah.
shady person that maybe is still in the area. Well, he looks pretty shady already. Like he's sneaking into the library. Like I don't trust this guy.
You're right. So different from how you got into the library.
So I want to jump out because this book seems pretty important, and I want to say, to yell out to him, like, "Hey, what are you doing? Who are you?"
Okay, so in that moment, he gets, he looks up and he sees you, and he had a firearm, and no, he lost the firearm earlier in the scuffle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Firearm is currently disassembled.
Yeah, that's right. You.
that's right. He, as he sees you, he makes a dash back to the window.
So I'm gonna try to react and try one of my power tags of to like immobilize, to basically hold him in place with my Mythos powers.
Okay.
Which is immobilize.
I would say okay, so we're gonna probably go toe to toe with him.
Okay.
You're kind of trying to gain control, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see. We have how many power tags that would apply?
Probably immobilize. I mean, I'm using my telekinetic powers to do it, so would you count that as well? I mean, because I'm already using one.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because my other one's a reaction, so can't use that one.
And mobile. Yeah, you know what? So we're gonna roll plus the power of 2.
Okay.
Okay. So Tim is rolling with telekinesis and immobilize
Yep.
to try and stop. Garrick.
2. Ooh, that's bad. 4, 6. So 6.
So
Let's not use this dice again.
Garrick turns to he makes a dash for the window.
Yeah.
However, Gretchen at this point in time has the staff in her hand. She as this quick-witted old bat, she sees Garrick. She puts her staff to the side and trips Garrick. Garrick then is able to he transforms back into a bat and he flies out the window. At the same time, we hear large footsteps coming up the second story. Okay, big pounding ones. Okay, I want you at the same while this occurred, your mind you started getting this painful migraine. You start bleeding out your nose.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I want you to take a hemorrhage 2.
Hemorrhage 2.
Okay. And you already have, if I remember correctly,
I have a facepalm too.
Facepalm 2. So you're at 4. Chloe's. Oh wait, but didn't you heal yourself?
I think I did.
You did. Okay. So yeah, you have. So I believe you're just at 2. Okay. So we'll just take hemorrhaging 2.
Hemorrhage 2.
I want to go
Is your brass knuckles still glowing?
I think so.
I want to go
There's a
to.
show.
Okay.
I want to go to Danica right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you give the staff back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've already now hence used it, and I look back at Danica. You can help me right now.
What do you need?
Come up here and get this guy with me.
Do I hear the steps coming from behind?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, I think we have bigger problems to deal with right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like firmly but gently grab your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where you come in.
And I look back and I try to. I look at whomever is behind me. Presumably, I think I already know. as
So okay.
Rocky. Right?
Okay. So yeah, you turn around and you see like a bookshelf fly one way, another bookshelf fly another way, another bookshelf. What do you do? You see Rocky. He's about 20 yards in front of you.
Okay, I already have my brass knuckles charged.
Brass knuckles charged.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to go toe to toe with Rocky and and just go on.
I think
Hit
you're
him
at a
with
hit with
all
all
you
you
got.
got.
Hit him with all you
Hit
got.
with all I got, running jump from the stairs, try to hit him in the face.
Very Skylander move of you. I love it.
Punch. I love it. Yeah.
Wait, in that moment, before you do,
Okay.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
where are you presumably at this point in time?
Mr. Taylor is tutoring a young freshman in the difference between meiosis and mitosis. And
You're in the library.
I'm in the library.
And so the first story is sort of like, as I described it, sort of like the congressional library. It's like really formal looking. Second story, not so much. Kind of S shaped and sort of the S where it bends, and there's a sort of a straightaway. There's where the steps are. As we know, there's someone kind of running in that direction. Where are you in relation?
Probably downstairs from that, where the big long tables are, the communal tables where people are reading and such.
You're on the first story.
Yeah, I guess the first story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you maybe? Okay. Okay. And then so you're tutoring somebody.
tutoring, and I'm sure I heard the bookshelves come down, and that's libraries are supposed to be quiet. So.
Right. There's been a lot of
Supposed
commotion.
to be.
This is the worst library ever. So Mr. Taylor he would probably perk up and sort of sense this there's something bad happening.
Okay.
He'll tell the student, "I'll be right back," and then he'll rush upstairs.
Okay. So you start going upstairs. You're about to make your roll.
Oh yeah, I am jumping from
How many power tags are you rolling with?
Okay, so for my brass knuckles.
Oh, the power
I'm tapping into the kinetic energy to charge said knuckles, and then my personality tag as well as protecting the innocent. And I'm protecting my friends around me.
Okay.
Are we innocent?
I don't know if we're gonna say yeah. 7.
Right now, I think I
7,
am.
10. All right. So so you rolled. You got a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get the choice of two. There's 2 different choices you can make here. You can gain the upper hand and gain a juice. You can get the target's attention. You can kind of play. You can get like aggro, right? You can kind of get his attention that way. You control the collateral damage. You get them good, and you get a +1 damage to what you did 3, so you do 4. And then or you take cover to secure a superior position. If you don't choose this, they can impose a status on you. So you get to pick 2.
Okay.
And it's there on the list.
I'm gonna hit them hard.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to control the conflict.
Okay, cool. So you leap up, and the energy coming off your brass knuckles is like glowing, and you smash Rocky straight in the face. His jaw, you can see it rippling. Right? He flies into one of the bookshelves. He knocks over. He rolls into the wall. The wall takes collateral damage, and he is completely and utterly just shocked at how hard you hit him. Okay.
Danica's kind of like, yeah.
You kind of walk over
Get
to
off
him.
that aggression, babe.
You kind of walk over to him, and he's really shooken up. Go to JR. What do you do?
I think I want to. I don't. At this point, we don't know what Chloe's status is right now, right? Because we're all downstairs.
Don't know what Chloe's status is.
So I kind of want to try to go up the stairs and shout, "Chloe, are you all right?"
Okay. So you go upstairs, and what's your response?
I'm probably in a lot of pain because my head is like pounding, hurting, and I'm all hazy. So I'll probably all those feelings. It'll probably take me like a little down. So I'll probably like kneel down, and I'll probably like not shriek, but like moan in pain, like until I'll respond with that.
So I
So
hear
you-
that, and I get all the way to the top stairs. That's my priority now. To check on Chloe.
Okay, you get to the top of the stairs. You're there. Chloe's there. Chloe's in pain. She's not okay. Garrick has flown the coop. Okay, he's not in the window, but that's not the okay. The book is on the ground. The suits of armor are still. Gretchen's standing there, and she's like trying to figure out where to go from here because she knows that the valuable book that she was sworn to protect has not been compromised. What is perceived to be sort of the magic guarding it all, also possibly compromised. So she goes to pick up the book. As soon as she picks up the book, the suits of armor animate. Okay?
Okay.
Go to Danica.
Does Rhett have this handled? Does it look like he has this handled?
I got it.
I think she got it.
All right. I am going to follow Gretchen then.
You follow Gretchen. Okay? The suits of armor, she has the book, and Gretchen, and the suits of armor go to start moving in Gretchen's direction.
Towards her.
Towards
There's
her.
4 of them.
Yes.
And I see Chloe.
Yeah, I'm
You
like
see
down,
Chloe's
like
not
holding
feeling
my head.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if I really have anything to do here. Could work.
It's supposed to be the healer.
Chloe's down.
After I did that badass move, that's healing is the way to go.
Yeah, I kind of like doing other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna help Chloe out because
Okay.
Are you like bleeding at this point, or are you just dazed, or what's?
No,
what's
I
going
fixed
on?
my nose, so that's not bleeding anymore. My head, I'm like hazy and like
She's, I
Right,
mean,
like
it's
pounding.
probably safe to assume that
It's
she has like some
a
swelling of the brain.
A reaction to
She's
my
bleeding
powers
out.
that I use.
Yeah.
Oh, my nose is bleeding.
Your nose is
My nose-
bleeding.
Your nose is
my nose
bleeding
is
from
bleeding.
the hemorrhaging going
Yeah,
on inside your
it's
brain.
like a
Okay.
like a couple like drops.
Yeah,
Then
no, it's
I
like,
will.
It's like a lot.
Oh, it's like gushing.
It's not
You
like
just
a-
like had this internal brain
Am I
hemorrhage
crying
from
blood too?
trying to like stop this. You
You
know,
can see like my
person.
the veins in my
yes,
temples.
yes.
Okay.
You have to cut your head open and release some of the pressure.
I would like to. I would like to try and heal you.
Okay.
Using my own life. So I would like to transfer life from myself to Chloe.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to use identify injuries and transfer life as my tags, and then a weakness tag of anxious and angry because
Oh yeah, weaknesses.
I think I'm pretty anxious and angry over this whole
You
thing.
still are. Yeah. You haven't recovered. So
Yeah.
we're rolling +2, -1
Yeah.
on that? Okay. So rolling +1?
Yeah, maybe wants to do good. Maybe. That's what I added. Yeah.
Oh, and then the
Transfer life and identify injuries. Wants to do good. I don't know if that really applies. Here.
Transfer life, identify injuries. No,
Yeah,
I think
wants
that's
to do
fine. I think it's part of the situation is identifying what's wrong with you.
Okay.
It's your brain. Your brain is broken.
I'll fix you up. Let's fix you up.
Like let me transfer life. So I think that definitely plays. So you should be 3,
Okay.
right? And then and then you're invoking a weakness. Is that accurate?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm definitely anxious and angry over this whole thing.
Okay. So
yeah.
roll +3 or roll +2.
Plus
9, 10,
2
11.
is 9, 10, 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
we're sort of changing the game in that case, right?
Okay.
And so you gain you gain 3 juice.
Okay.
Nice.
Juice,
And
baby, juice.
with the so you like there's like sweat on your arms.
Like I hold her and I feel like I stumble a little bit
Okay.
as I kind of like
You're transferring
basically
your
take
your
my
energy. Your
life
like
energy.
very literally out of me and into her to
Yeah.
try and recover. So
I like-
my nose starts bleeding, my temples
Oh,
start to
that's-
throb.
I love
So-
the idea of like before it happens, like the effect previously is like the sweat on your arms and your brow. You could start to see it like kind of move down your arms, out your
Yeah.
fingers, and you're holding her. It kind of like goes up into her nose, and so the blood stops, but it kind of dries, and then you feel weakened.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gain 3 juice, and those juice will be in the form of healing. Okay, that you can use in the future.
Heal
So you
juice.
basically get healing juice to use, and then you are healed, right?
Awesome.
So your status is reduced.
Oh, thanks, Danny.
Do I get an attention?
You gain an
Yeah, you
attention
do.
for
You love your
invoking a weakness
attentions.
tag.
Do.
Okay.
That's 3.
Um,
That's 3 on that one.
Okay. So the suits of armor head over to. They start moving back towards, or continue to move in Gretchen's direction. Jr.
I want to ask Gretchen Amal, what do you need to do with this book? Where does it need to go?
Okay. At that point in time, the suit of armor closest to Gretchen with its sword, like rears up and makes swings. Gretchen then takes her staff and she's like, "Screw the book. Help me with this suit of armor."
Okay.
Okay.
But she's not going to tell me what to do with the book.
She
Okay.
doesn't know what to do with the book right
Okay.
now because she did what she thought she should do, and the powers that be are now working against her.
Got it. Okay. All I can do is I can throw a punch at one of the suits of armor.
Okay.
So, but I have no tag. I'm not gonna have any tags for that.
Okay. You're
So it's-
punch the suit of armor.
Or I can do this. That's not gonna help because I don't want to reset that either. I think I want to.
You could go back.
No, but then it'll ruin the heal. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess the heal up.
Answer
decision.
I was
everything.
hoping. no, I was hoping
you.
she would tell me what she wanted to do with the book. That was my goal. Well, I think I would go after. I'd punch one of the suits of armor. That's all I can do
Okay. So
in
you're
this situation because the sneaking by is not going to help me. To help the situation.
okay. So you're gonna punch the suit of armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go toe to toe.
Okay. And do you
Well, I
have any-
mean, okay. Well, if I'll be more specific, I'm not gonna punch him. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try to kick one of his legs out. So I won't punch him. I'll try to kick one of his legs out.
Okay.
See if he goes down.
Okay. So, and do you have any power tags that apply?
No.
No.
So literally toe to toe.
Okay. So roll with power minimum 1.
7.
7. Was it,
Uh,
it was toe to toe, right?
Yeah. You said plus 1 or no? Just
If you roll with no power tags and succeed, which you did, you gain either a juice or a clue.
I'll take the juice.
The juice. Okay, so you gain 1 juice
What kind?
in the form of just sweep the leg. We'll call it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
What happens? To
Okay,
the
so
armor?
you you managed to sweep the leg, right?
Sweep
you
the
sweep
leg.
the leg, and the suit of armor loses its balance, right? It's not a very agile thing, right? So it loses its balance, and it as it loses its balance, it falls, and its shoulder comes out. So it takes a shot, takes a status of lost arm. Okay.
Good job, JR.
I'm gonna go to Rhett.
Is Rocky out?
Rocky's not out. Rocky is just hurt.
Rocky's hurt.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
Ground and pound.
At this point in time, the bat barrel rolls into the window, down the staircase.
Okay. So there's a bat down the staircase.
Let me see this in the.
I think the only one that would recognize that for what it is him.
Yes.
Oh, true.
One of-
Because
I-
you're the only one that.
Yeah, and the only hint
remembered
I
it.
gave you guys was like, don't let him get away again. That's all I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the bat doing in here?
I go in and try to go in for another punch on Rocky. Then while he's down, while I have the advantage, and in fact, I'm going to. I'm gonna go up and with my brass knuckles charged again if I may.
Okay. Totally. Do it. So we're gonna
And
hit with all we got.
Hit with all I got.
He's
again.
on. He's like on one knee.
Okay.
And he sees you.
Finish him.
It's definitely He's definitely in a disadvantaged position.
Okay.
Okay.
And am I able to use some of the juice that I got for my winning roll last time? Because I
How many-
gained control of the situation. I got 2 juice plus I hit him good, got him good.
You gained 1 juice.
Wait, 1 juice. Am I able to use the 1 juice that I got?
Yeah, you can. You can. I'll let you power it up even more. So we're gonna be rolling plus what?
Brass knuckles, kinetic energy, juice 3.
Rolling plus 3. Got it. Go.
Oh,
10,
yeah.
13.
Nice.
We're rolling good. These red dice. I'm telling you.
We need to change the dice.
They were-
So again, you get to choose 2, right? So you
I'm gonna get him good again
okay.
for sure, and then if I can get another juice, because it feels like I'm gonna have to go toe to toe with another bat. So.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
meanwhile, so yeah, I cock my punch, and then I go and I look for anything like a book or something that I might be able to like toss or.
Toss?
I grab something that I can like hold on to then start charging. I want to ready my next move.
You want to ready your next
Had
move?
enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you had enough?
So
in-
in a very kind of like slow, quiet motion. He's on one knee looking up at you, and he's like just. I mean, you kind of see like some rubble on the ground. There's like these rocks, oddly enough, and and like one kind of like clinks off his shoulder. He looks up at you, and he's like, "I can do this all day." But he can't. Don't worry.
And then.
And then you say, "Here's you get one line." What do you say?
Why won't you die?
So you charge up your fist one more time, and it's like a hammer punch. He's just like, right, and you can see again like that slow motion punch, but it's like, right, his head like just caves into his neck, into his shoulders, and he just kind of like falls back, and he's like sort of like on both knees, kind of looking up at you, and you can see like just like his eyes go glassy. Okay, Mr. Taylor.
Okay.
What's up with you?
I assume by now I make it up to the top of the stairs?
You make it up to the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
You see what looks like this big man on his knees in a what looks like just like a what do they call that? Like we're just gonna execute somebody. He's just like in this position that just looks like he's just dead.
Okay.
You know, he's really vulnerable. Okay. You see Rhett standing over him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do I get a sense for what's going on? Or do I
No.
just see two people?
There's a bat flying at you as well.
Hold on. There will be. Okay.
Okay.
You see Rhett standing over this, or you don't even know his name, I guess. But you see Rhett, this person, standing over this other person. There's this complete upheaved library on the second floor, like books, shelves everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting wrecked.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I guess, what time of day is it, by the way?
It's nighttime.
It is, okay.
Yes, it's
So,
evening, very
going up the stairs has caused my character to perspire and maybe start huffing and puffing. And,
oh yeah, you take this sort of nighttime.
yeah,
you get like
I'm starting to feel a little
agitated.
agitated.
Okay.
And, but the scientist in me wants to understand what's happening.
Okay.
So I want to look at this situation logically and see if I can figure out what's going on.
Okay.
So I'd like to pull on my well-educated background and my ability as a scientist to try to understand what's happening.
Okay.
Perhaps my senses are heightened because it is nighttime.
Let's do a general like investigate.
Yeah, investigation.
Okay? So let's investigate. So we're gonna roll plus. I think it's 2, right? Heightened sense. I don't know.
What? Not well-educated? A scientist?
I think yeah. Let's say being a scientist gives you some an objectiveness.
Okay.
That is beneficial to you in a situation like this. So it's 1.
Okay.
Okay. What would be another one?
Nighttime, so my senses, maybe I can perceive things a little bit clearer.
Overall senses. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Roll plus 2.
Okay. 10.
I swear. Hold on. Time out for a second.
Dulce dice is the way to go.
Sunday we played, and there was a beautiful mix of good rolls and bad rolls. This campaign does nothing but roll high, which is awesome.
Technically, I didn't roll high with those dice, so
That's
there's a
true.
little balance.
Jared's failed.
Yeah,
you
okay.
get to take away one of his
Okay.
power tags.
So you gain.
That was a good one too.
It was.
It was a really good
I still don't
one.
understand why it was
So
taken
you
away.
gain 2 clues.
Okay.
And what?
Nothing. Just continue with the story.
Yeah, don't
Come
worry
on,
about it.
Gretchen. Let's go.
Let's see. As you gain 2 clues, and you can let's see. You can ask me 2 questions.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah. Who is I guess who is the victim in the situation that I'm seeing?
I think that's relative. I'd say Rhett is the defense is defending himself.
Okay.
You get a sense of from heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
That Rhett is there's a worry in his heart. There's a that he but also confidence.
Okay.
Because he's a jackass.
Okay.
And
True.
so and then the other person, there's almost no heartbeat at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and then I guess
Second question?
Second question is who am I more likely to empathize with?
I think right now, because you don't have a greater understanding of the scenario,
Yeah.
that you'd probably be empathizing with the guy on the ground.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So
It's true. As he's like that, I don't even
Yeah.
finish him. I gave him a booty bump, and as he falls.
As this happens,
I'm not handling this with class.
All right.
As this happens, a bat is seen now, like it's barrel rolling, and then like a figure appears. He has like white hair, and he kind of wears dark clothing, and he's kind of sulky, and he's not like a pretty guy.
Okay.
And he looks at Rhett. He looks at you first.
Okay.
Okay. And he doesn't perceive you necessarily as a threat because he's kind of seen everybody in the scenario at this point.
And he doesn't
You're
know me
new, right? So he's like, oh, that's weird, but looks back at you and sees his friend on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Chloe, what do you do?
So I feel like
You feel a lot better.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, thank you, Danica.
I'm over here.
You always know where to be at the right time. But I'm just really confused right now because I see JR helping Gretchen. Like what the hell's going on?
She needs help.
She needs help?
Yeah.
Wait. So she's not the bad guy in this room right now? Like
She fucked my ass up earlier.
so
New information.
yeah,
why
I'm
would
like,
you
what
think
the
that?
hell?
So I shouldn't have thrown a bookshelf on her.
Yeah. Well, I'll pay back for the nose bump.
At this point
But-
in time, there's the suit of armor in front of Gretchen
What is
that
that?
has taken some damage. There's a second one that's kind of coming towards Gretchen, and then there's two. There's one looking at you, and there's one looking at JR.
Okay, so I'm still like kind of like confused and dazed. So what I want to do is I kind of want to get more information from Gretchen because I did it before. I want to try to go into her mind again and read her mind. Last time I did this, I got like kind of vague information. So I'm going to try to add some power attacks to probably help me. So I use my telepathy, mind control, and try to persuade her to give me the information I need, like what is going on here, like what is really going on here, like what are the details.
Okay, so we're gonna investigate Gretchen.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I also want to invoke a power attack since I just like came up from like hemorrhaging. I'm a little dazed, so I'm like drowning in thoughts right now. My powers are not like necessarily like in sync with me right now, so I'm gonna try it anyway.
That's fine. So you want to You want to go into Gretchen's mind. We want to investigate her.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then what?
Persuade her to give me the like good information.
So I think we have to start with needing to convince her.
Okay.
Okay. Let's convince her first. And how are we gonna do that? What tags?
So telepathy, mind control, and persuasion is what I was thinking. And then
Persuasion
plus
and-
my weakness tag, so that's a -1, so it'll be technically 2.
Mind control. Telepathy, right? Or no?
Yeah. Well, yeah, both of them.
Mind control and telepathy.
Like telepathy to enter her mind, then mind control to control it, and then persuasion to give me.
I don't
the
know how we.
information.
And I'm just for the sake of just I'm trying to understand. How are you going to control her mind?
So, like in someone's mind, it's very like probably complex. So there's many ways to go. So I want to like there's different like parts of the brain where you think. So I want to go to like have her think about what is going on in the situation.
Okay.
So like to reveal information.
Okay. So
And I
we're
know
gonna,
she's probably like
so we're
has some kind of
persuade,
defense.
mind control, and telepathy.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll go with that.
Okay.
So we're roll +3, and then you have a weakness tag. You said.
Yeah. So I'm drowning in thought because I'm
Drowning in thought.
confused of like what the hell's going on. I have so many questions.
Totally think that's perfect. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll +2.
Okay. Should I do the red dice?
Do whatever. you want.
I'll try it out.
He's all
We'll
to 12.
We'll see how
He's all
it
up to
does.
12. I'm walking out of here.
7, 8, 9.
9. Okay.
It's all right.
So the first thing is mark an attention to your mind games theme book.
Okay.
Okay, for succeeding with a weakness invoked. I want you to let's see. You rolled okay, you got 9. Okay,
9,
so
was investigate, right?
So your mind, your consciousness goes. You like lay a hand on Gretchen's shoulder,
Okay.
and your consciousness makes its way into her mind, and her mind is just full. It looks like you find yourself in her mind. You kind of, your eyes kind of open, and it's like a maze.
Yeah.
And you're sort of you're like a little bit confused. You're kind of intimidated by what you see in front of you. It's like these. It's like hedges.
Okay. That's a good visual.
And so you start making your way down this like this maze, like this corridor,
like hedge maze.
This hedge maze, right?
Yeah.
And you make, like, let's say you make one turn, and it's a good turn because you find yourself like in front of this pedestal with the book.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you pick up the book, and you open it, and if you remember correctly, if I remember, you weren't able to read it.
Yeah, it was like I was able to read the title. I believe it was like I can't remember what it was.
I believe it was the council.
The council, yeah, but
Yes.
I couldn't read. It was all like hazy and moving and
Boston Gold.
yeah. Yeah.
So you flip the first page, and there you can't, because it's sort of in the mind. There's 6 names written
Oh, okay.
on
So
the first page.
So I can start making them out.
You don't.
Sort
You
of.
can't. You can't. Like, you know, it's weird because it's like a dream.
Okay.
You know that they're names, but you can't
But you
read
can't-
them.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You start seeing faces, and the faces are like shifting into a different,
Oh, cool.
in one face into another, and then out of it you come. And Gretchen like kind of looks at you, and she's like not upset, but she's like also kind of confused. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Somebody just tried to probe her mind, and she knows it because,
Yeah.
and she's good at protecting her mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to persuade her to give me information.
Let's go to Danica. Danica, what do you do?
So we have the suits of armor still approaching.
One's looking at JR. One's looking at Chloe, and then the 2 are looking at Gretchen.
Okay. I want to do a peek downstairs to make sure that Rhett's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Rhett.
So you look downstairs, and I mean you see Garrick there standing, looking at Rhett and Rocky. Out in front of you is also this new person that you don't know.
You good?
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm like wiping blood away from my nose as I say that.
I just go give the thumbs up, actually. I don't even look back. I'm looking at Garrick.
Okay.
You look at Garrick. So now you stand in between I'm gonna just pass it off to Rocky or to Rhett. You stand now in between a battered, broken Rocky, and a fresh Garrick.
I asked Garrett, are you going to end up like your friend here, or are we going to come to an agreement?
That depends.
Depends on what?
Do you want to go home?
Home is where my friends are.
Aw. At that point,
Like, sucker!
No, I go and I look at him at a gas and say, "You're not even speaking anything to me. That doesn't mean anything to me."
okay, so what do you do?
Oh, I'm going now. I say that we need to actually. What do you want?
I came here for a very specific reason. I came here for a book. I intend to leave with that book.
What does the book do?
The book is. I'm merely a soldier here to get what I've been instructed to get.
That's not gonna work. You've been nothing but a literal guard post in my way since the alley.
So, Garrick kind of like waves at you and starts to make his way upstairs.
I then go is that going to be another hit him with all you got, or is it a toe to toe?
Well, who are you hitting?
I'm going to hit Garrick.
You don't want to hit Garrett Rocky?
I thought Rocky's not done yet.
Rocky's not done yet.
Do what you want.
You still got this?
I might not. Yeah, I'm going to say you're not going to affect. I'm going towards Rocky. I'm going to go wind up and charge at Garrick and say you're going to stay away from my friends.
Okay, so Garrick lost interest in you, so he starts going upstairs. You.
Oh, I'm going to sucker punch him in the back of the head.
Okay.
Or at least go for it.
We'll see what happens here. All right, so we're gonna hit. I think that's fair. I mean, yeah, because he's. I mean, he turned his back on you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit with all you got. Roll plus what?
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna hit, I still have my brass knuckles on me, right? Or are they getting a little soft here with all these kinetic energy charges?
Yeah, we might have to figure out something to do with that later. Like, you know, you might have to like charge it or use juice to charge.
Use juice to charge? Well, I do have juice.
Okay, so let's charge it.
I'm gonna charge it.
You have to at least. Let's say you have at least. If like
Use
you
my
need
juice
one
to charge.
juice to charge.
I agree. That's completely fair. So that my brass knuckles plus 2.
Okay.
12.
Nice.
Okay.
And you succeed.
So that's a hit him with all you got, right? So I'm gonna do the
Just hammering away.
I'm gonna get him good, and then if I can get a juice, I'd like to claim my
Mr. Taylor's
juice.
like, what is going on?
So you gain a juice. Sucker punch juice.
Sucker punch juice. I'm not afraid.
Okay. And you hit him with all you got, right? You get him good. As you rear back and you throw your fist at Garrick's back or the back of his head, okay, the punch, there's like this ethereal red like claw, or not claw, but like roots that start reaching like on your arm. You hit him.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get me wrong. You hit him, but these roots like extend into down into your chest, and it's like it like grips your heart. Okay.
God damn it.
Guys.
So, and at that time, you feel life. You feel like you just. It's almost. It's like it's not in your throat, but it's like you're having a heart attack. Okay. You feel your heart just like this weight on your heart just collapse, and it's being like strangled by this ethereal root that's just strangling it. You take a drained 3.
What's he take? Does he take anything?
Okay.
Does Garrett take anything?
I go to Mr. Taylor.
Okay.
Mr. Taylor, you see Rocky on the floor. You don't know his name is Rocky, but he has this. Based on the last
number 2.
the last time he had the spotlight, we were able to deter that he had like this really like low heartbeat.
Yeah.
That there was Rhett there. That there was this overconfidence, but as a sense of honorable or worry that resided in just his stature and kind of what you could gather from him.
Okay.
You've now seen him punch Garrett. Garrett kind of stumbled forward in that exchange. Okay. But you kind of like in a surprise, you kind of also have taken a stumble back. Okay.
Okay.
What do you do?
So Mr. Taylor comes up. He rolls up his sleeves, and he's very sweaty. He has maybe days worth of dry erase marker coming off of his hands. And
I like the idea you have like ink on your hands,
yeah.
so like your left ear.
and he puts a hand on you to pull you back away from the confrontation.
Okay.
And I think he's had enough. What's going on here?
These guys have attacked my friends. They pulled a gun on us. I'm not exactly sure their intentions, but they don't seem to be forthright in explaining them. All I know is I need to keep these guys from my friends upstairs.
It's good enough for me. Let's do this.
I love it. You have my axe.
All right, so you're like on board. You're like, I don't need that much convincing. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
I mean, I'll let you take the next move again, though. What do you do after that?
Well, is it Rocky that's on the ground?
Rocky, yeah, he's still like in this like very prone, position. I mean, although he's not an immediate threat, he's not dead.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll go toe to toe, or face danger, depending on what you think this is, and sort of let my wolf manifestation sort of come out to threaten him, to say, you better stay where you are. So basically, I want to threaten him.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be roll +2.
+2, but I'd like to invoke a weakness tag.
Okay.
Fight my bad temper.
Okay, so go ahead and roll +1.
9.
Okay, so you're gonna threaten him to stay where he's at.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Let's go toe. What was the move again?
Is either face danger or go toe to toe.
Go toe to toe. Yeah. I think it was. I mean, to be honest, I think it was convinced. You're trying to convince him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be like,
Yeah,
hey,
I like that.
sit the fuck down.
Yep.
Don't. Yeah, got you. Okay. So we are. We roll +1.
Yeah.
Roll +1. Okay. Okay. So he's pretty, again, prone. He looks at you and he's like, okay, man, whatever you say. He like, right? He spits rocks up, right?
Oh.
Let's go to JR. JR, what do you do? Last time you had the spotlight,
I look at Gretchen.
Swept the leg.
Yeah, and I look at Gretchen again. What do we need to do? And can I use the clue? I got 2 clues.
Yeah, you want to...
What do I do? Does this book need to go in the... Oh, asking you.
Are you asking Gretchen?
Sure. Okay, can I use a clue to ask Gretchen?
How did you get those clues?
I got them earlier in the game. I got 3 clues.
From how did you get them? Do you remember?
It was in like the first episode.
Okay.
Do I need to put the book back on the podium?
No, being on the podium isn't the.
Will the book burn me if I pick it up?
No.
But Gretchen's holding it right now, right? Or no?
Gretchen is
Dropped it.
She dropped it?
She dropped it as soon as she was attacked by the suit of armor.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay.
Got it.
So then I'm asking Gretchen, what do we need to do?
I think Gretchen tells you that at this point she's not sure that to fight the suits of armor.
Okay.
Take them out.
Okay. We're all 4 of them at right now?
One's coming at you.
Okay. Is there another one close to me?
No, one's going toward. 2 are at Gretchen, and one's
on
at.
the ground.
One is with Gretchen, sort of on the ground. There's another one coming up. There's another one going to you, and another
what
one
weapon?
going to you.
What weapon does the one at me have?
They all have swords.
Okay. I would like to stop and bend time. I like to grab his sword and then cut through his torso.
Perfect. It's a great move. Okay.
And I got freeze time, bend space. So +2.
+2. Got it.
Well, no, actually, no. I got that. Only +1. Got rid of that tag.
Roll +1.
Yeah. That,
Sleight of hand. Can I use sleight of hand
No.
to take his sword?
You're freezing time.
Still taking his sword.
Sleight of hand. I would almost no.
Okay, so +1.
Roll +1. Yeah. What are we were hitting with? Or no? What are we trying to do? It's
I think
almost
we
like
toe. I think we toe to toe.
It's kind of sneak. It's kind of sneak. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Probably more take the risk. I would say take the risk
Okay, we'll go with that. I like that.
with the +1.
Yeah.
9.
9. Okay, so you have a choice to make.
Okay.
Okay. You stop time.
Okay.
You grab the sword.
Okay.
Okay, and you swing it through. You swing it and you hit the torso of the suit of armor. It takes the damage. It can take the damage, and as that happens, one of the other suits of armor strikes you with its sword in the leg, or it could strike Danica in the leg.
I'm not even there.
No? Well, I guess you're closer to
She went
the
to
staircase. And I apologize. Okay, so you could either take the damage. You can take the damage, or Chloe can take the damage.
Well, but okay. So I have his sword for sure. I have his sword.
Okay,
And I'm
as you
striking
strike it, time comes back. Okay, I'm sorry, maybe I didn't explain this clearer.
So is time coming back, and I'm taking a swipe?
As you swing, time starts up again. Okay. Okay. At that point in time, one of the other suits of armor makes an effort towards either striking you with its sword, or striking Chloe.
Can I? Because I hear him coming. Instead of striking and taking that time to strike the armor with the sword, can I duck to avoid the other one, but I still have the sword?
Okay, you can either duck to avoid the sword, and you do 0 damage to the suit of armor.
But I don't get any.
But you don't. But nobody gets any.
Correct. I'll do that.
Okay, so you freeze time. You grab the sword from the suit of armor. Okay, you swing it at its torso. As you swing it, time starts back up again.
I hear the guy coming.
Okay, the other suit of armor looks, swings at you. You duck and are unable to make contact. Okay, with your own target, and nobody takes damage. Okay,
But I have a sword.
but now you have a sword in your hand. Okay. Let's go to Danica.
He's looking really bad, yeah.
Yeah, he just
I'm clutching my chest. I think Mr. Taylor has stepped in between me and Garrick at this point.
Okay. But you're like,
Yeah, I think I'm
he's
like
clutching his heart.
clutching my chest, and
Okay.
I don't know what's
can
going on.
I see these like tendrils on his arm and kind of like going up like on his neck or whatever?
I think
Is that something
I
that
think
I can
it's
see?
yes. I definitely want to say that like as you saw that happen.
Mm-hmm.
He hurt your friend.
Yeah, you did. So the question is, do I try and heal or do I try and hurt? I would like to. I think I want to take the risk because I have a feeling that this I believe would be a daring, risky, or all-out stupid feat to try and
Love it.
achieve.
Bring it on.
I am going to pull life out of Garrick and give it to Rhett.
It's like change the game.
I'm gonna try and chant. Well, I mean, it might be change the game, but I feel like this is a pretty risky thing to do. I don't know. Your call, but
No, go for it. I think that's fine.
okay.
+2.
So transfer life. Wants to do good. I think that might be it. I feel like I don't know if identify.
You saw his
increases.
little.
Well, I'm doing something different this time.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I feel like, okay, transfer life, respect for all life, or sorry, wants to do good. And then I have some juice.
Okay. You want to juice it up?
Yeah, and I think I want to use the juice because generally speaking, when I do this, somebody has like coins on them. I have that limitation. I want to use a juice to say that there is a coin in both of their pockets. So that way I can use those coins as look like the conduit to pull from one and give to the other. So invoke the weakness tag, and then I think I have 2 more healing juice. So I'm throwing everything I got at
Okay.
this.
Right now, I want you to sort of like say that whole thing one more time, but I want it
Okay.
like fucking poetic.
All right.
I want it like this is your time to do something spectacular.
Okay.
Don't tell us, show us what you do right now.
And then roll.
I look at Rhett and see that he's struggling to stand. He's obviously hurt with something that I can't see, but I know who did it. And I pull forth with all of my powers that are at my disposal, but I'm still not entirely sure where that limit is. And I focus on the two bodies. I can sense that there's at least one coin in both of their pockets. I know that I'm tied to those coins, and then I'm going to transfer life from Garrick into Rhett.
Okay.
Ideally healing Rhett, and if I can take down Garrett at the same time, all the better.
Okay. And you said we're gonna roll plus the power of
Should I
what?
these ones or those ones?
How many are we rolling with?
So I have 2 power tags.
Okay.
Transfer life wants to do good.
Okay.
I have 2 additional juice,
Okay.
so 4.
Okay.
But I'm going
So
to
3.
invoke the weakness tag. Targets must have a coin on them, so 3 plus 3.
Okay. Roll plus 3.
8. I got there,
Yeah.
but
Skate.
all right.
All right.
You got attention
So-
to your.
Oh yeah. I
And
got
you got
the-
attention,
yeah,
yes.
attention.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Chloe. So you reach out, right? With all you have, and there's this wave of energy being pulled, kind of like it's kind of funneling to you, and then from the coins, the energy is funneling from the coins to you, and then it's reaching out at Garrick. Okay, as you as it reaches out to Garrick, you see it like hit his chest, and he kind of like throws his arms back and he screams out. At that point in time, those ethereal tendrils, you can start to see them coming out from Rhett's heart. You can see it start to make its way back down its arms and then back into Garrick's back. Like that? Yep. Okay. However, you aren't able to finish really your task. Okay. To sort of do damage to Garrick and also heal Rhett. So your choice is: would you rather? You have a choice. Would you rather do the damage to Garrick and leave some collateral damage upon your friend Rhett, or do the damage to Garrick and take the damage unto yourself?
He is 100% healed. So whatever I have to do to make sure that he's back to where he needs to be, I'll take the damage.
It was a roll plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much damage did you take?
3.
3? Okay, so you're good. So so you take the 3.
Okay.
Okay? You take the 3. Garrick is now he's on his knees, right? And there's this overwhelming sort of release. There's like this exhaustion that just overwhelms you, Rhett, and Garrick, all in this.
I don't feel revitalized from this.
No,
Okay.
you don't. You had something like
I
pulling,
can breathe
tugging,
again.
strangling your heart,
Okay.
and yeah, you feel relief, but you don't feel good.
Cool.
Okay. Let's go to Chloe.
I feel like I'm gonna fall down the stairs.
Okay.
Like if it's that bad.
Yeah.
That's right, you're still up the
And I
stairs.
already like took a little bit
Yeah,
from
the
Chloe,
2.
How
and
close
that
am I
was
to the
that was
stairs?
pretty that was a pretty big strain.
That was.
On powers that I'm still not entirely sure that I want to use or recognize that I have. So I think like that's gonna wipe me out.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall down the stairs.
Okay, so you tumble down. You tumble down the
Yeah,
stairs.
I mean, I think
like head over
my
foot.
knees are just gonna buckle, and I'm gonna, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go to Chloe.
So the book is still on the ground. What's Gretchen doing?
Gretchen is kind of in a we'll say in the clutch with
clutch?
not the clutch, but in what's the word?
Dirty boxing match? Is that what she's doing?
Well, she's
All
done-
Randy Couture? Yeah, give me.
She's kind of like fighting off this suit of armor. This suit of armor lost its arm earlier, right? You know, I feel like in some places the story is moving fast, and others it's moving slow. So I'm trying to like kind of get a grip of just like what Gretchen is doing, and I feel like in that previously where there's the suit of armor, it's kind of like moving a little bit slower, but yet like there's kind of a tussle, right? Am I using the right words?
Yeah. I'm getting it.
My brain's
I'm picking it down.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
And her reaction to me trying to get information from in her mind, like she doesn't seem like offended or phased by it, but she just gives me a look like I knew you were in there.
Yeah,
but not like troubled or anything.
I think
like
before because there was this sort of unidentified conflict. Who are you? Are we friends? Are we not friends? There was I'm not letting you in my brain.
Yeah.
There was a
it wasn't as hostile
like
as
I'm telling
last time.
For sure. If you're like I'm told you not to go to the third story,
Yeah.
you did it anyways, so I'm gonna punch you in the nose,
Yeah.
right? Like there was that sort of like interaction. Now there's like we're on the same side, like. And
But I'm
now
still
is not the best
protecting-
time to like have a conversation about this
Yeah.
book, but like, hey, you went in my brain, and I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, everything just seems to be surrounding this book that's on the ground.
That in what you saw were you saw what you think are or what you sense are names and faces in this book. Okay.
I'm not near the book, right?
You're not
I'm not
far
over
from
it.
it. You see, I mean, you're within a couple steps and reach down to grab it if you needed to. Remember,
But it burned me last time.
it burned you last time,
That's not
but
gonna
when Gretchen picked it up, it didn't burn
burn
her,
her.
but it did grab the attention of the suits of armor.
Suits of armor.
Yeah, that's what animated it.
And-
when she picked it up, which was
And right now,
to her surprise.
the armmer is basically
They're
going
attacking.
after Gretchen.
They're attacking.
Because she was the last person to touch it. Am I
There's
noticing
two going.
that?
There's the one in front of Gretchen and another one. You know what? At this point in time, I'm actually gonna have one of the suits of armor, the other one, attack Gretchen, and Gretchen's gonna take a status. She's gonna take a cleaved in the knee.
Can I do a reaction?
Yeah, you want to?
So
you see the suit of armor go to attack Gretchen.
I don't feel that we're enemies necessarily. We seem to be on the same side from what Danica was telling me. So I believe Danica. I trust her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my to block an attack with the force shield. So I'm gonna try to block
You're
that attack.
Okay.
from
Yeah.
Gretchen.
So let's do a. It's a face danger.
Face
But
danger.
I think that's we can sort of apply that to Gretchen in this case. Okay.
Okay. So I'll do that. I think I also want to apply a weakness too that I need to calm mind because I'm still kind of recovering from like the haze. I still don't know exactly what's going on, so my mind isn't exactly calm, but I still want to help and like protect her in this moment.
Okay. So you're gonna
Just do a straight roll.
So you get a +1
Plus
and a
one,
negative
negative
1?
yeah.
Okay. So you don't get so you're gonna get an attention. when you do
Yes.
that. Okay. Cool.
If I succeed, right?
Yep.
Nice.
That's an 11.
Yeah. Nice.
So there's the struggle that Gretchen is having with the suit of armor in front of her that's missing now the shoulder. At the second suit of armor goes to take a headshot swipe at Gretchen.
Yeah.
And right as Gretchen looks up at it and she kind of closes her eyes, she nothing happens. She looks out and she sees this force field in front
Yeah,
of
I'm
her.
like-
and you're there. saving the day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. JR.
Can I also like make a comment to her?
Yeah, go.
But, like you've got a lot of explaining to after this.
All right.
I was originally downstairs and heard the rumbling.
You have a sword.
And I have a sword now.
You have a sword. There's still like the suit of armor in front of you. And then
Well, I had 2 suits of armor by me.
there's kind of 2.
The other one took a swing
The
at
other
me.
one changed targets. Was looking at Chloe, and I was looking at you. So there's sort of 2 on you, and then 2 on Gretchen.
Okay. So I think I'm just gonna. Let's see. I want to shove both armors into each other somehow. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Without them knowing it, I think what I'm going to do. You know what? I am going to, since they're pretty close to each other, which one, if I swept a leg, if I freeze time, sweep one of the legs, got some juice to do that, it'll tumble into the other one.
Okay.
Why the time's frozen? So they don't expect it coming.
Okay. Let's do it.
So I got bend space, and I got my sweep the leg, my juice. And protect. No, I burnt it. It got burnt.
Predicting. Oh man, that was a good one.
Yep, let's do that. So I got +2.
Dude, the way you guys have been rolling tonight.
That's gonna put me at 8.
What do we even do?
He's
Freeze time.
We take but
And
what
then-
move are we performing?
So understand the situation. I don't know which one, if it's the left or right one. I want to sweep a leg, where it's going to take out one of the legs because they're not expecting it coming, and it's going to tumble into the other suit of armor. It's almost like a domino effect.
I know, but like, just are we talking about? I think it's
Oh, toe-to-toe.
Toe, I think.
Toe-to-toe.
Toe-to-toe.
And we just rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a choice if you go to page 5, right?
Yep.
You can manage to achieve your goal, take something they hold, get them good, give me your opponent a status that is equal to the power that you just rolled, which would have been 2, right? You rolled with the power 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or you block, dodge, or counter their best attempts. If you don't choose this, they can't impose a status on you. So if you choose the
I want to
first-
achieve my goal.
You achieve your goal. Okay. So you achieve your goal. You freeze time. Explain to me one more time what you do.
So I freeze time.
Boom. Time frozen.
And there's a knight of armor on my left, a knight of armor on my right, and the one that's kind of on my left is tilted a little way. And I'm like, okay, I want both of these too. So I freeze time.
You have a sword in your hand too.
I have a sword in my hand. I kind of put it in my left hand. I go down to one knee, or go down to my left knee, take my right leg, sweep it, kick the one on the left, which creates him to fall. Time comes back, right into the other one. They both go down.
Okay. So they both go down. They each. I'll say they each take a status. You also take a status. Okay. You take a massive bruise to your shin. I mean, you just hit 2 metal plates of armor, or 1 metal plate of armor. So
Sure.
I'm gonna say bruise shin 2. Okay. All right. Let's go to Mr. Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Mr. Taylor, is he aware of these suits of armor that are...
No, you
No,
don't. You're
no
not aware of
idea.
the suit of armor.
Okay.
Still
So I just saw this whole interaction with the healing and the hurting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I've got, and Garrick is on the ground, staying where he is, like growling at him, I guess.
They're both like in this incapacitated state where they are conscious and somewhat prone, but they're not like dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your move.
All right. I guess I will ask you, what the hell is going on here?
I'm not going to be able to reply.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not unconscious,
Yeah.
but
Like
I
you're-
am not.
you're-
I'm not going to be able to.
I
Respond
feel like
to
there's
anything.
your voice is literally missing. Like you're just like you're like almost
Yeah.
like you need water.
What do you think?
Sorry, I'm just playing into the character story right now, and just like that, like
Uh-huh.
him needing water, as like this like healing, the healing power of water. Everything that he just went through is just like exhausted him. Anyways, sorry.
Her.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Her, sorry.
Does my character hear any noises coming out from the next floor?
I think you hear clank, clank,
Okay.
clank, 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 clank,
So
clank.
I'm gonna go upstairs then. I'm gonna,
So you see the two guys
Yeah.
that are just like, well,
and I'm
like,
gonna say, stay. And then
So you go upstairs. Okay. You go upstairs and you see 4 suits of armor. Okay. And there's like all these people. There's JR. There's Gretchen. There's Chloe. All in this sort of like precarious position.
okay.
Okay. You're kind of still standing over there with the shield.
Walking.
Yeah.
This suit of armor is like kind of coming up. Bop, 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 bop,
Okay.
bop, bop, right. Whatever sound effect that was.
That's the sound of the shield.
Or like,
shield.
or it's like Star Wars, like ding, ding, ding. The shields. Okay, what do you do?
All right. This does not look normal. I'm
Very
gonna.
good. Nothing is normal in the city of
Nothing's
Mix.
normal, yeah.
I'm going to give it all I got and try to charge and take out one of the suits of armor.
Okay.
I'm going to use my tough hide.
Okay. There's let's maybe identify a target.
Sure,
So
yeah.
there's the 2 that are in front of Gretchen.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's 2 sort of in front of JR.
On the
Okay.
ground.
The ones on, yeah.
I took them down.
They're kind of like,
Yeah.
like fumbling over each
So,
other because there's
not those
nobody
2.
inside of them. There's no bones,
Did you
right?
say one of them had like a weapon?
There's one that's like whacking at the force shield that Chloe is
Okay.
putting up for Gretchen.
That one.
Yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
so we're gonna hit with all we got.
Hit with all we got.
Okay,
Using my tough hide.
okay.
The fact that I'm impervious to physical attack and that it's nighttime.
Okay.
It is nighttime.
Are we gonna do it like give it a it's a shoulder.
Shoulder, boom.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Enough to spin a
Tackle.
car.
Yes.
That's well, yeah, he's a badass.
All right.
Nice.
So it's an 11. Oh no,
You
yeah,
do that.
12.
All right, so
Yeah, plus
Three.
3, right?
12.
Re-
12.
referring, if you go to page 6, because you get to make a choice here.
Oh, okay.
You choose 2. You can get them all. You can get them good and get them get many of them. So you get to basically you rolled with was it 2 or 3?
I used 3.
3. So
Yeah.
you'd actually be able to impose a 4 status on them. You can you got a what? There's a
12.
12.
Yeah.
So you get to choose 2 from that choose 2 list. Okay.
Okay. All right. You get them good or get many of them. I like that. And I hold the target's attention.
Okay, so so you hit that one knight, that suit of armor,
Yeah.
pretty hard. Like you hit it in the chest area, and the sword's up overhead, and like it just goes out, right, and then drops the sword, and it kind of it just falls back. All of these suits of armor are pretty much in tough shape.
Okay.
Just being honest.
In rough shape?
Rough shape.
Okay.
I said tough, but rough shape. Okay. Where we go from there, Chloe? I'm sorry. And what was the second thing that you
Oh,
chose?
Yeah, I was kind of
You,
torn.
you got their
between-
attention.
The attention I thought would be good because
Okay.
then they'd be focused on me.
Okay. So so now both of the suits of armor
Yeah.
on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Rick is no longer being attacked, so that force shield.
Okay.
But Danica is still on my sights at the top of the stairwell, right?
No, she fell.
No,
Oh, you
she's
fell.
fell.
I'm on the side.
Did I see you fall?
No, you wouldn't have
No?
seen me fall because I would have had to go down to get a little bit closer to Rhett.
It's just us 3 up here.
okay.
Yeah, for the line. of
So it's still us 3 up here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then where? So, two suits of armor on you. You have one.
I have 2 to the ground. Or
Oh,
they're,
2 to the-
they're
okay.
stumbling.
Okay, so there's no immediate threat at this moment in time, right?
Not right now. I don't think
Okay.
so.
So
They're gathering themselves, I would assume.
Okay, and what does it seem to be the? I think we already asked this question, but I just wanted to ask again. What does the suits of armor seem to be targeting? Gretchen? Like going towards Gretchen, right?
That's kind of not known. It is safe to assume that you are all targets.
Okay.
Okay.
So
As soon as the book was picked up, they animated. So it, now we don't know what Garrick said, what his incantation did necessarily. But it definitely changed. It definitely seemed to have, without giving too much information, changed the scope of what the spell was binding to necessarily. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, but they didn't start moving until
he cast the spell.
Yeah. Until the spell was cast, and then they started moving.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost me there. What?
So when did the suits of armor start moving?
When she
picked
up the book after the spell, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then she dropped it.
But not because her hands burned. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. So I'm close by the book, right? So I sense a connection with the book and Gretchen from my vision.
Mm-hmm.
Those two seem to be connected, so I'm gonna try to. Since it burned me last time, I'm not gonna trust it to pick it up. So I'm gonna try to kick the book towards Gretchen and then go towards her and take like a defensive stance, like from her in the book, because this seems to be important. Gonna ready with telekinesis. I'm just gonna, if something comes at me, I'm gonna blast it, and then I'm gonna see if I can ask Gretchen, like why is this book so important?
So there was a lot that went on just now. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is kick the book to Gretchen.
Yeah, and walk over towards her.
And sort of walk over towards her. Meanwhile, there's JR and Mr. Taylor kind of keeping these suits of armor.
They seem to have it handled at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that opportunity to move, basically.
And then we're going to, I guess, you want to
just passively take a defense, but
we'll
also talking to her.
We'll kick the book and ask her a question. I don't think that's going to do anything. That's not going to cost
We
you.
need to probably take care of the suits of armor. It's pretty much the main.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are down.
I think I'm just going to turn to you and say, Tim, just try to pick up the book. Or not Tim, Chloe, just try to pick up the book.
Okay.
Just try to pick it up, Chloe.
All right. So if JR's yelling me to pick up the book, I'll go over to it, pick it up.
Okay. So you pick up the book.
Yeah. My hand's burning.
Your hands aren't burning.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. And what do you do with the book?
I'm gonna walk towards Gretchen.
You're gonna walk towards Gretchen.
Yeah.
Okay, and then do.
Because they seem to be, in my mind, seem to be connected since I peered through her mind and I saw the book.
So Gretchen takes the book, and she kind of doesn't know what to do, but she gives a she kind of says, I'll try anything. There's just one thing I know I can try. So she says
okay,
this.
do it.
So she says this incantation, and it fails.
Okay.
So there's the 4 suits of armor.
They're still attacking.
And they're still attacking.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's go to JR. JR, what do you do?
I pick up my sword, I run downstairs, and I want to stab it through either the front or back, depending on which way he's facing, of Garrick. Just stab it through.
What about the suits of armor that were...
I'm leaving it.
You're leaving the suits of armor?
I'm leaving. I'm going downstairs with my sword. I'm going to stick the sword right through him.
Kill Garrick?
Yes.
Okay. So what's... so you get... We'll apply a sword story tag that you have.
Because I have the sword?
Yeah, because you have the sword. I think that's a fair tag to apply. Let's go ahead. So you'll get that as a +1. What other tags would you apply?
Sleight of hand, but no, I don't think so. I don't really have anything else. Nope.
You're not gonna look good doing it.
Yeah, I'll look good doing it. I think that's why I'm running down the stairs. Well, you guys are both in bad shape, huh?
I'm on my knees still.
So as I'm coming downstairs, I realize they're both in bad shape. So I was initially gonna say I'm gonna shout something, but they're both in bad shape, so they're not gonna be. So.
Okay. So you're just gonna roll +1, roll plus the sword.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run downstairs and I'm gonna just try to stab this sword through the guy.
All right.
Because, yeah. 10.
Okay. So So this isn't graceful at all. You run down this, you like coming down the stairs, and actually no, you know what I'm gonna do.
That's kind of graceful. I hit a 10.
I'm gonna do this differently. So you have that sword like over your shoulder, right? And you're coming down the steps.
I look like Neville Longbottom.
And Garrick looks at you. He says, "So is our story end here?" And what do you say?
I say, I think so.
And you slowly just put the sword through his neck, and just like he sort of drowns in his own blood as the sword goes through his neck, goes out the back of his neck, and he, faints. Goes dead, dies, whatever. At that point in time, the suits of armor collapse.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Nice.
The only one left, sort of standing, is Rocky. Rhett, I'll go to you to finish it off. What do you do?
I walk up to Rocky.
Smack around.
Limp up the wall, Rocky.
I limp up to Rocky and just bring my leg up and Sparta kick him down in the face and walk over to Danica, and I pick her up and see if she's okay.
Alright, well, why is you know what? No, I want to see you roll and hit Rocky. Fuck that. This is the one fail you get. You get a rock punch to the fucking face.
You willed that one in.
Please let JR go again.
Oh, man.
Please.
So,
That was a pretty bad fail, by the
No
way.
one else knows what's going on except me.
so like, where's my sheet? God damn it!
I didn't even roll power tags. I was so cocky.
Oh, you got right. Okay.
So, so your foot. So you kind of walk over and all cocky, and Rocky's like, "I can do this all day."
Okay.
And you're like, "Shut down!" And you're like, "Shut up!" And you like go to Spartan kick him,
Sure.
right? And he like, with his last like dying breath / energy, he like grabs your foot, okay, and from his arms like rocks start forming, and then like you see his arm reach back, and it's just like this boulder, and it just just almost you.
I'm glad you're getting enjoyment from it.
You like your chin. It was like an uppercut. So you go up, and you are literally like parallel with the floor.
Does he bounce him off the ceiling?
That would have been cool. I'll let you have that one.
That's what I'm envisioning with like a boulder like that coming out. It just like hits him. He just like slams,
hits the wall
ceiling
and down.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my pen.
Yeah.
Just like that.
You take
Yeah.
rock punch to the chin 4.
Okay.
And then Rocky collapses.
I'm gonna see this happen. I can't say anything. My eyes go wide, and I try and reach out, and then I pass out.
You pass out.
Yeah. Like,
You're
I'm out.
prone.
I pull my sword back out and I just put it on my shoulder. Is everybody okay?
No answer.
And that's pretty much it. Cool. I mean, I think we've completed the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
I'd clap.
God.
I'm
We
incapacitated.
can go into the resolution and stuff like that, but maybe we say that for
Yeah,
later.
let's sign off.
All right. Well, as you guys saw, our players have successfully completed the library.
The
I did have something
library.
prepared though for the end, in the event that you guys did successfully complete.
Just in case.
If we succeeded,
Yeah.
that was a pretty big if for a while.
Give me this.
Easy,
Give me,
easy.
give me this thing. I'm gonna read. All right. As the mist started to envelop the area and suffocate the memory from those who saw what can't be explained, snow began to fall. As the snow met the mist, the moisture became visible and was crystallizing, splintering, webbing within a damp fog. While the calmness of a slow snow can quiet the sounds of a city, the metal-on-metal sound ringing of a manhole cover being heard as it falls into place, a harmonica laying upon the ground adjacent. Smoke rises through the manhole covers, and what occurred tonight brings many questions. The book being coveted inherently provokes conflict, brings challenge. Who is listening and who is watching is much to the dismay of those of whose investments must be protected and whose fortunes are being sought after. For the brave must dare. These violent delights bring about violent ends, where in power the sins of the past, present, and future will reverberate through Oasis. From an office and behind the glowing screen of a laptop, smoke rises from a cigar. Green eyes are illuminated as a gaze peers upwards from the top of black framed glasses. To see then the electronic doors open and a dark figure hastily walk through, he stands tall and still. Did you retrieve the book?
That's our story.
Till next time.
All right, guys, thank you very
good.
much. My name is Frankie Stefano with One Up to Nerd. This has been Tabletop Takeovers and Riffing Rifters. Everybody sound off.
I'm Dave.
I'm Tim.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm John.
I'm Jordan.
And like always,
Grab some friends.
Play some games.
have a good night.
Woohoo!
Hey, intro boy.
I should probably. You ready?
Let's do this.
Do you want to warm up?
Hey everybody, my name is Frankie, your host of Riffing Rifters, your favorite City of Mist show on the Tabletop Takeovers channel. I just want to say a quick thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you are enjoying our content, we have more on the horizon. So again, thank you very much. Stay tuned. We'll see you in Oasis.